Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. So, I can't believe we're already about to do October's TBR. It's a bit mental. But before I get into what I'm actually doing this month, because it isn't the TBR jar, I just wanted to say thanks. So a couple of days ago I hit 100 subscribers. It's a bit mad. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. And it does mean a lot that you kind of like the content I make. I kind of make it more for me and my mental health, to be perfectly honest. It keeps me distracted, it keeps me going. But the fact that people enjoy that makes my day. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Yeah, it means a lot. But anyway, past all the soppiness, October TBR time. And if you haven't seen already, Becca has made a Spookopoly board. Usually this is called Bookopoly, and it is Becca's TBR game that she used to play every month. But she's changed it and she's called it Spookopoly, and there is a month-long readathon of us playing the Spookopoly board. I'm really excited to be taking part. I'm not going to talk through the board. If you want like a full walkthrough of the board, I'll leave Becca's video link down below where she talks about the readathon and goes through the board and each individual thing. But this is what we're playing. We're not doing the TBR jar like I normally are. We are doing Becca's Spookopoly. And I'm ready. I'm really excited for October to begin, so yeah. Basically what I've decided I'm going to do, because I kind of want to do like a set TBR, but I also kind of want to do a mood read. So I decided we're going to do 4 rolls together, and then I'm going to do, hopefully read those 4 books, hopefully, and then I can just spin throughout the month for little vlogs for you guys. That's kind of my plan. Obviously whether I stick to that plan we will see, but yeah, let's go to the first roll. We're going to be starting here. This is my little counter. It is a cat, Alphonse's cat, if you know anything about Fullmetal Alchemist. So he's going to be there. He literally fills the whole gap. Here I have my chance cards, which I have written on the back of, and I also have my community shelf cards, which I've written on the back of, and we have the dice. So we're going to roll the dice. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These burning witches, they're the burning witches, even if you aren't one. Okay, so roll number 1, and I got, they are witches, no, they're burning the witches even if you aren't one, which I believe is something to do with Taylor Swift. I'm not caught up with the whole Taylor Swift trend, but I think it's from Taylor Swift. From what Becca has said. I have got her little manual here, so if I look like I'm reading something, it's this. So what Becca has written for this is: read a book featuring witches, the occult, cults, or rituals. Feel free to open to interpretation. So for this I've gone for witch vibes. And I've gone for Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. I have started reading this before, just before I went into my little slump, and I was loving it. I really was enjoying it. So I'm really excited to be getting back to this month. I will read the synopsis. So, hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and overworldly evil. But their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the centre. Will Helena, I think that's how you say, Neve, Leonie and Ellie be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late? Or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome? Life as a modern witch will never be simple, but now is about to get apocalyptic. Witch vibes? I think so. From what I have read of this already, I was loving it. A lot of really cute witchy vibes. So I am really excited to be carrying on with this one. Right, on to roll 2. Okay, roll number 2. Oh, that is a 6 and a 5. Which is Stephen King. So for roll 2, we rolled Stephen King. And what Becca has written about this prompt is: horror royalty with a fitting name. Read a book that has royalty, court theme or settings, or a book with a royal word, e.g. throne, palace, king, queen, court. Or read a book by Stephen King. So, because I don't know how I'm going to feel about it at the time, I've done both. So, obviously I'm only going to read one of these. Putting that out there now. In fact, tell me which one you think I should read out of the 2. I'd love to know. So we have, for the royal word, Tyrant's Throne by Sebastian de Castell, which is the 4th book in the Greatcoat series. It has throne in the title. Or, God save my soul, we have Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. This would be my first ever Stephen King novel. It's not one of the biggest, but it's like a thriller. My friend Danny bought this for me for Christmas. In fact, she bought me the whole series. And I don't really know a hell of a lot about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. But the synopsis. Is this a part of the synopsis? It says, who is going to be the fish in this relationship and who is going to be the fisherman? I assume so. Bill Hodges, retired cop, tormented by the Mercedes massacre, a case he never solved. Brady Hartsfield, perpetrator of the notorious crime and preparing to kill again. Now each is closing on the other in a mega stakes race against time from worldwide best-selling master of suspension, Stephen King. We love a bit of murder, me. Not murdering, just reading about murder. So I do think I will enjoy this. God, that font is small. It's only about 400 pages, so it's not too bad. But I thought I'd give myself 2 options in case I did feel like reading this. But you never know. Otherwise it will be Tyrant's Throne. But yeah, let me know if you've read either of these and your opinions. I would be greatly appreciated to help me decide which one to read. Okay, on to roll number 3. Okay, roll number 3. I have a 5 and I have a 6. Candy corn. Okay, so for roll number 3, we got candy corn. Never actually ate candy corn, so when I do read the book for this prompt, it would probably be a good idea to eat some candy corn for the first time. I know it's a very American thing, and over here in the UK you can't really get it, but I can try. So what Becca has written for the candy corn prompt is a sweet book. Something that's all vibes and no stakes, maybe a cute romance or a cozy novel. So I have chosen, still on, I hope, spooky vibes, The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I believe I saw Steph from Steph Loves read this, I think. I'm sure she did. And I also really love Ashley Poston and her writing. I first fell in love with Ashley Poston in her Guy Carella series, and I loved that. So, excited. Synopsis. Florence Day is a ghostwriter. with one big problem. She's supposed to be penning swoon-worthy novels for a famous romance author, but after a bad breakup, Florence no longer believes in love. And when her strict but undeniably hot new editor, Benji Andor, refuses to give her an extension on her book deadline, Florence prepares to kiss her career goodbye. When tragedy strikes and Florence has to head home, the last thing she expects to see is a ghost at her front door. Not just any ghost, however, but the stern form of her still very hot, yet not unquestionably dead, new editor. As sparks set to fly between them, Florence tells herself that she can be falling for a ghost. She can't be falling for a ghost. Even an infuriatingly sexy one. But can Benji help Florence to realise love isn't dead after all? Oh. We love... No, we don't. Spooky vibes. It's not spooky vibes in the slightest. But just because someone has died, why are we focusing over there? Kind of spooky vibes, but cute and cozy at the same time. Yeah? That's what I thought. Book. Right. Let's go for roll number 4. Roll number 4. A 6, 9. Ooh, a chance card. These witches don't burn. So roll number 4 was a chance. And basically what Becca recommended was to print off the chance cards and to write on the back of the chance cards some books you want to read, some books you don't want to read. And luckily, nah, it's not luckily, I got a book I didn't want to read. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but I picked it. So here's the chance card. And I got These Witches Don't Burn. Now, I am excited to read this. It's not that I'm not. It's just I feel like I've put this on every single October TBR for the past 3 years. And I still haven't read it. And I am intrigued. And I do want to read it and, like, you know, witchy vibes. But there's a part of me that's like, I don't think I'm going to like it. But we'll find out, hopefully. Unless I palm it off for another year. We will see. But yes, this is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. I got recommended this by Steph from Steph Loves, again. And here is the synopsis. Hannah is a witch, but not the kind you're thinking of. She's the real deal. An elemental witch with the power to control fire, earth, water and air. But even though she lives in Salem, Massachusetts, her magic is a secret she has to keep to herself. If she's caught using it in front of a non-witch, she could lose it. For good. So Hannah spends most of her time avoiding her ex-girlfriend and fellow elemental witch, Veronica, hanging out with her best friend and working at the fly-by-night cauldron, selling candles and crystals to tourists, goths and local Wiccans. But dealing with her ex is the least of Hannah's concerns when evidence of a dark magic begins to appear all over Salem. Hannah's sure it's the work of a deadly blood witch, but her coven is less than convinced. So Hannah is forced to team up with the last person she wants to see, Veronica. And while the pair attempt to smoke out the blood witch, Hannah meets Morgan, a cute new ballerina in town. Trying to date amid a supernatural crisis is easier than done, though especially when the attacks on Salem's witches become deadlier by the day. Now, with everything she loves on the line, Hannah must confront this murderous villain before her coven, and any chance she has with this new girl is destroyed. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I will enjoy it, but I honestly just need to actually get on with it and start the book. So yeah, roll number 4, and even though I said I was only going to do 4, I've added one on. Are you surprised? No, it's me. And because I've had so much fun, I decided I'm doing one more roll. 7. Ooh, a small book under 300 pages. And for the final roll, this is the final roll, I got a book under 300 pages. Now, I thought I was going to find this really difficult, because if you can't tell, I have a lot of chunky books on my TBR. However, if you haven't seen my autumn TBR video, there's a book in there, and it's only one that is under 300 pages, and that is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Bayron. And I picked this up from Waterstones a couple of weeks back, and they have lovely sprayed edges. So I'm going to read this. I know nothing about it. All I know, that is, it is 220 pages. And so it's going to be a quick one, hopefully. So yeah, I am now going to read the synopsis. At Camp Mirror Lake, terror is the name of the game, but can you survive the night? Charity Curtis has the summer job of her dreams, playing the final girl at Camp Mirror Lake. Guests pay to be scared in this full contact terror game, as Charity and her summer crew recreate scenes from a classic slasher film, The Curse of the Camp Mirror Lake. The more realistic the fear, the better for business. But on the last weekend of the season, Charity's co-workers begin disappearing, and when one ends up dead, Charity's role as the final girl suddenly becomes all too real. If Charity and her girlfriend Basie hope to survive the night, they need to figure out what the killer is after. But as they unravel the bloody history of the real Mirror Lake, Charity discovers that there may be more to this story than she ever suspected. Ooh. I'm confused how this is only 200 pages, to be perfectly honest, but we will find out. So, hold fire. Here is the TBR for Spookopoly 2023. I'm actually just gonna tap that. I'm actually not feeling too bad about this, to be perfectly honest. There's quite a few here that I am actually quite excited for. There's still a lot of books I would like to read in October. Whether we get... Have I zoomed in? No. Whether I do or not, we will see. But we can hope. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Bye!